Hello everybody, Steven here. So this is part 3 of our Villa d'Alva ARCHICAD tutorial. In the previous video, what we did is add in the columns, the staircase, and I think the ramps and this little footpath. And we kind of redid the first floor to add the swimming pool and the little walkway on top. So what we're gonna do right now is maybe add some windows here, maybe look into the claddings and slowly adding some details on the facade, and yeah, see what we get. So first what I'm gonna do is to look into the elevations. So in earlier videos, um, we put it this doesn't look right. Oh, it doesn't go all the way here. Maybe let's go into 3D view. So it was view from that side, and maybe the windows are not as high as this. Maybe all the windows are actually at that height. Let's check some of the photos. And so see the windows here, and it's going up. Let's try to see if there's a photo on the other side. Oh, that's a good view of the upper level, so we see that we have a window there. And there's a band of window there as well. And this one is a bit lower. It doesn't go all the way there. Maybe I'm just going to quickly add those two windows that I've seen earlier. So there's one here. So if we go into the first floor, we should have that window size there. It's a bit complex right now. So what we're going to do is just going to take a window tool, put it there, make sure that the corner is removed, and we're just going to size it into place. It's about, it's a bit smaller. Maybe drag that. Let's do 11. So, yeah, and this should be a bit higher. I mean, so the width. Maybe we can just go into the elevation. So this one is should be the west elevation, and maybe we're just going to resize that elevation. Oh, doesn't look right because it's this one here. So you can see that part there, and maybe we need to bring this elevation marker a bit bigger right there. So it's just outside, and now we can go back to this one here and open with current settings. So this look more like that, and we just need to resize it. So right now we have 4.3. So I'm just press Control K here to here, and we're gonna resize 4.3. Roughly put into place. And now we can just kind of measure Height of this window 1.7. It's 11.8. 1.7. 7. And maybe we're just gonna raise it so it's in line with the first floor. And it looks a bit big here. Maybe we're just gonna drop it to 1.5. It looks a bit more similar. I don't know if there's supposed to be some spacing. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 6 division. So for now, we're just gonna quickly add this. Get 6, and we have one big window here at the back. We can just take this one. I'm gonna bring that here, and I know it's just one, so I'm just going to remove that. No grid, and from here we can see that the window, let's say 700, and then we're gonna resize that. I'm gonna move that wall to see how so it's here. So maybe I'm just gonna resize to that 3.5, and maybe just trying to get round numbers. 1.8. Take those two and intersect corners. Okay, thing needs to be a bit bigger. North, west. 2.3, and it's about the same height as those windows there. 2.2, and maybe I'm gonna do 2.3, and I'm gonna drop it down 100, and those windows also gonna be dropped down 3.3. So there's like a little gap that's you can see here, and I'm gonna do the same on those windows and this one. So I'm just gonna select that edge, that point on top, and just drop it down. I think we'll need to fix those later on. And what I can do here is just change the color of the slabs, the side to be white, so it's a bit similar to the overall volume. And so now we get those two windows. What I want to do now is to maybe quickly add some cladding. So you get that metal cladding, horizontal, red. And if we look at the SketchUp model, it's just on that one, and this one is the same type of cladding, but like in a white color. So I'm just gonna use the CAD image tool, and first selecting those walls here. This one. CAD image coloring, wall coloring. Make sure it's in the design and wall covering layers. That's corrugated. Yeah, more like ribbit. Let's see. Oh no, it's more like corrugated. Corrugated. Let's it's gonna be at horizontal. Let's see what it look like. Okay, so now we need to fix the color, how much it's covering, because you can see that's the slab, so the wall is just there. So I'm just gonna do one at a time first. This one, and I'm gonna change the covering configuration so let's follow the wall. So it's gonna go all the way to the top and needs to drop down 600. Okay, so now it's covering everything. And one thing that we might have to do, if you look at the spacing or like the number of waves, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, let's say 20. And you can see there's much more. So what we're gonna try to do is change the spacing. I think let's see what it looks like. Better. And I don't even know if there's 20. I think there's a bit more. So I'm just gonna increase again. Let's say 200. Looks better. And then now I just need to change the color to like an orangey type. And now I'm just gonna absorb the properties of this one and just press Ctrl Alt to have the syringe tool and inject it on the other ones. And you can see here it's not doing it because of the orientation. So I'll have to redo it manually. And maybe what I'm gonna do is to just make it as just one wall. So I'm just gonna delete that, take that wall, take this one, and intersect. And what I'll just have to do is to add a hole there. And maybe something else. I don't know what's happening here in the, where's the swimming pool? If we go into here, where's the cladding? So the cladding stops there, and there's actually a wall. Let's check the in here. It doesn't show anything. Need to find a photo of it, of that sign. Yeah, it doesn't show anything. Let's see. Oh, you can see there's an edge. So actually, there should be some type of wall there. So what I'm gonna do is take that wall there and make another one. And I'm gonna push the water back as well. And make sure those ones are intersecting at the corners. And now what I can do is can I edit this wall cladding so it doesn't go behind it. So I just select that, press Ctrl T, and for the covering, the bottom is going to be a custom shape. It's okay. So now the thing that you need to do is be careful and really see at the corner there's like the little points, like those things here. So first you move, let's say 1, and then it will create some other points that you can use. It's a bit tricky sometimes. I'm not sure exactly how it works. So there should be a point here. Let's try to get another elevations. Let's see if it does something. it's easier to see. As you can see, there's multiple points. There's one here. And we're gonna drop it there. And now I'm just gonna try to pull that one. I think this one needs to be pulled here. And because I think there should only be one point in between, so this one should be the one going here. So there's one point here, so this one is here. And yep, this one, I think it's because the wall is touching, so let's try to bring that here. Three D. So normally I wouldn't want any of it behind that. Just trying to think of what's the best way to do that. Because here normally it would be like a balustrade. I think the easiest way would be to create an opening so that the cladding will automatically go over there by itself. So I'm just gonna let's say do a door right here and kind of put it at the same size as the wall that's going to be covering here. And I'm gonna mark it as empty. So now the cladding will automatically not go there. Empty. And let's go here. So now the cladding has been redone. But clearly I need to resize that window and the door. It's about the same size. Bull's edge, like here. Okay. So now we have a cladding that's a bit cleaner. But here again, we don't want to be under there. So maybe, what if we take that wall and we're gonna try to do a solid operation? So it's gonna be the target, it's an operator. I don't want it to be but if I do that, it's going to do here as well. Let's go into this view there. I know why. That's because in here this minus 600, so I have to remove that. So this one's not gonna move, but so now I don't have that extra 600, and this one's gonna be here, and and maybe here I can just put there. Actually now I'm just gonna I don't know why it's not shown properly here. Remove that. And yeah, so now it's a bit better. Infinite. I think I need to look at this section, but we got our cladding sorted. Let's look at the photos. Nothing on the corner, they have like a capping. So maybe we can add that on our ones. I'm just gonna select all of those. Oops. And going to the settings, and I think we looked at the external corners, and it's gonna be rectangular and uniform. Oh, and okay, we're gonna do the same thing for the other box there. Make sure that this is just one box as well. Just gonna, yeah, I'm just gonna keep it like this. Like that. Needs to be pulled all the way to this side. I'm gonna select the properties of this. Take those three walls. Head image, covering, wall coverings, and the covering for now it's gonna be just for wall base shape, and the color gonna be like a stainless steel color. Okay. Let's see what it looks like. That's good. I think I wanted to have a custom shape there. Make sure the sides are stainless steel as well in colors. And I'm gonna covering -600. So the one at the front and the side will be done. And this one needs to be custom. Custom shape, remove the 600. And we're gonna make another copy of an elevation to make it easier for us to move stuff around. Yeah. That point. And gonna move it in here. Yeah. And actually it doesn't need to go all the way there. So if I go here, just bring that back. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So now we got a bit of cladding. And now maybe I'll add some of the balustrade. So we get one here. same one. Let's go into the SketchUp model. Don't think he has put any. Oh, there's the cladding going inside the house. Also, it's actually going in. Yep. Oh, it's going in. So we're gonna well, yeah. Open current settings, and we're gonna put it there. Now it needs to go all the way to here so we can cover this side. And okay, for some reason it doesn't go. That's there. And now instead of having the bottom part custom, we can have the top part custom shape. That actually it's not showing in here. And I don't want that corner thing there, so I'm just gonna make it straight. Spin. Okay, good. And we could even maybe push that one on the other side of that wall. How are we gonna? Maybe this one needs to go here, and this one needs to be pulled here. Yep. Okay. Step back down. And voila. I'm thinking of some metals going there as well, but that's for the slab. The thing is, I'm not sure if the claddings can go underneath. Because there's a slab cover in the CAD image, but I think we'll just only go to the top. Let's see. Maybe for that, I'm just gonna use some shaders. So it's gonna be underneath, and I think it's like, where's the roofing? Maybe something like that, and we'll just need to me. It's not at a proper angle. Doesn't look. Oh, okay. So it's just like what we did before with the images. So what we can do now is to go to, I think it's document, creative imaging, align texture, set origin. That's going to be the origin, and set direction. Oh, don't tell me it only works on the top. I need to know which one is the. Oh, so there's the. So I need to start from this side. This should be. So to do what I just did is just select the element, press S5. So that's the only thing in 3D that's going to be shown. And we know that that should be the perpendicular one. And so let's see, option, document, align, set origin. This one. Doesn't seem right, huh? Ooh. Okay, so that's reset, and that's this actually the side that we wanted to. And okay, well, it fixed it. And maybe if we want it to be a bit more gray, we could just create our own surface. Make new lighting gray. And does it change anything? Not really. I guess you would need to create another shading in Photoshop. Yeah, it's a bit bright. Okay, we'll just leave it at that for now. Let's do the balustrades. I'm just trying to see if there's one where the swimming pool is. This is the balustrade. And one there. Oh, so that wasn't just for. Okay. Let's go into the roof. And for the balustrade, I'm gonna resize that. I'm gonna take the railing tool, not the railing tool. I think just balustrade tool. Bell post with bars. Just trying to see if there's another one that's a little bit better. Because I don't need the railing. Because when you can, it's just like a post and a mesh. And from that photo, it's just like a mesh as well. For this, I would have done like a shader. Maybe the easiest thing right now, just to get a model quickly done, is not even do this. Right. Can you remove that? You can remove the handrail. I'm just gonna add some posts. I'm gonna make them square, about 50, and on here maybe 100 then. And try to put them 50, 50. I'm gonna make another one there. 50, 50, and now we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna make 5 copies, and I'm going to delete the extra one. So I got those posts. How high are they? Need to be on the roof. Higher. And let's say they're 1.2. They look a bit thick now. I think 50 was alright. And I'm just gonna make other ones. So one here, it's gonna go by 500. Oops. 500. Come on. 500, and I'm gonna push it 150 and 2 meters. You could either do spread 2 meters, so you can add as many as you want here, and I'm gonna keep the 2 meters spread and bring it this way. And I'm gonna take this one. It's gonna be 1.2, 2.6, and 2.5, 2.4. Now we get a post, and now maybe we can just have a wall that would act like as a mesh, and then later on we can create like a texture, a mesh texture that will go on top of it. And change this to, let's say, 25, or even like 10. Something 10. Flip it. This one, and make sure this one is 1.2. And absorb that to get the same properties. And just gonna click on all the corners. Okay, where are those walls? I think they need to be raised because they're at the roof level, and we've raised the post by 1.2, so now they should be up here. And if we select those, I think there's already some type of shading. They are translucent. It's like a fence thing. Fence chain link. Oops. It's going on. Okay. Oh well, that works for now. Um, oh, but there's a little thing with that post is showing. Actually, don't need that. Um, hmm. I guess it's because the image, the surface. Size 2.4. Okay, we'll have to redo that. But maybe for now, instead of having the fence chain, man, because I don't really like that seeing that post, we can just maybe have a transparent, like a window type. Um, yeah, that type. And maybe the post here, that level. So another technique to select, let's say I want to select just those posts. Press Ctrl F. You get a find and select the window menu that's going to pop up. You can press Alt, absorb the properties, and now it's going to just select columns. But if you press this little select element, it will select all the columns because there's no edit criteria. So what you can do is select this one, press add, and I think what's different from the others is the position. So they're all located on the first floor and their height. So you could add geometry. You know that the height is 1.2, the diameter is width is 50, and if you know those are the characteristics that will separate them from the others, you can just add those ones and you can press plus. Oh wait, okay. And now so I think it didn't work out because I had another attribute that was like the, which one did I put? The diameter 0, and of course there was none of them was 0, so that's why you didn't select those. Okay, now that it's selected, I can make a group by pressing Ctrl G, and I'm gonna go into the settings and then gonna change that to like a dark gray. Okay, so now we have this one, and I'm gonna quickly make the one here. So the same thing, I'm just gonna take this, absorb that, and put it over here. I know I shouldn't be raised by 1.2, so I'll just put it back down, copies, and of course actually this one to be moved there, and you can see it's not the correct size, but that's fine. Move it here. Ctrl D to drag, press Ctrl Alt to get the 2++. And now I'm just going to take the wall tool that I had here. I'm just absorbing the properties. And now just clicking on each corner. Like that. And make sure that this one's going to be dropped down as well. And because it's a bit orange, I'm just gonna I think I could do this one surface and change it to orange, and glass orange. Surface color is gonna be this one. Okay, emission color. Okay. And now I can go back in the setting and change this. that. And what else? So we have a green roof, so I can quickly change the top to green, grass green. Maybe I'm gonna get rid of that point there. Okay, maybe I'm just gonna add some stone shading here. Something like stonework. Okay, oh man, it's not the same as this. But maybe in a later video, I'm just gonna show you how I can maybe use Photoshop to create something that's similar to that. Oh, there's a window on the other side as well. Also, they have like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a similar window. So I'm just gonna take that window there, absorb the properties, go to the first floor, and paste it. This one, it's gonna rotate here, and it's gonna be aligned with that. Make that a bit smaller. Now we get the same similar window on this side, and it looks a bit like this distance about the same size. So we're gonna go into this elevation, and there's this one. We're gonna resize it. Doesn't seem as going as low. 5.7, 3.7. Okay. Okay. So maybe this was supposed to be like 400, and minus 400. One. Oops. Maybe just leave it as a. Okay, yeah, it's better to do in the elevations. Okay. You can see those ones. They should be. Just gonna select all of them, and minus 400. Minus 1.3. Now to be dropped down, cell to wall base. Eight hundred. No, 900. Looks better. And maybe this window height needs to be similar to the other one. Okay. Let's go check. And this one needs to be higher. 217. And it needs to be pushed here. Okay, great. Just pushing that back. This one I'm gonna change to push it as well. I think we're at a wall 1250. And put a stone. That won't work. Maybe the same as here. Color to blue. It's blue. Oh. And I think this needs to go all the way to the top as well. Yeah, see here it's going a little bit up. So we're gonna take that wall there, make a copy. So I'm gonna take that wall as well. Copy, bring it here, and I'm gonna cut that. And if we looked at the photos, so actually this part is going here, and I think this is stopping there. It's just like a opening. So actually this doesn't exist. You can just use that, select that slab, create an opening here. Oops. Oh, because it's not touching here. So I need to closed shape, so I can use that as a reference point. Delete that, and maybe delete this there. And where is this one going? So this one is covering that. Actually this, yeah. Like this. And you get a piece of glass there. So maybe I'm just gonna take that slab, put it here, and this should be glass. Real fast. Glass there. We don't want them to connect. Set that. Hmm. guess that's it for this part. So we've added the cladding, created the balustrade, added some of the windows, and yeah, thank you.